Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to the Manchester United versus Brighton live preview on the channel. Now I do apologise, it is a bit late, probably 10 minutes late. I do apologise for that. Also, I do apologise for the mic quality tonight. Obviously, my microphone and I have been falling out. We've been having some a bit of audio issues really, so I do apologise for the bad audio quality. That is why I'm a bit late. But welcome DLM, by the way, welcome to the stream, my friend. But tonight we're here to preview the Brighton versus Manchester United FA Cup quarter final. Welcome Ryan, welcome to the stream. Thanks everyone who has already joined. And guys, we are 1 subscriber away from 300 subscribers, and I appreciate all of your support. So thank you very much to everyone who has been subscribed to the channel. Welcome Tubes, welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for joining. And as I said, if you are just joining, I do apologise for the mic quality, as my mic here has been I've been experiencing a few audio issues with this bad boy, so I've had to go with their webcam mic, which probably won't sound as good. Also, the comments unfortunately won't be able to be displayed on this stream, just because I'm in a different location where I can't use my second monitor, so I can't display the comments. So you'll have to bear with me with this. A bit of a tin pot stream. Hopefully I'll be back for the review tomorrow with the comments and everything like that. But let's get straight into the preview. So obviously, one of the biggest games of our season, again after that Sevilla, the terrible night in Sevilla. And if you want to go check out mine and Day's reaction to that game, we did a bit of collab. If you want to go and check our reaction to that game, it's on the channel, the Man United Sevilla review, if you want to relive all that trauma that we went through. But you know, I don't think you'd want to do that, but I would recommend you check out Day's channel in the description down below of that video. It's a great collab that we did together. But welcome Red Army NFC, by the way. Yeah, please leave a like, guys, if you haven't already as well. So probably arguably one of the biggest games of our season so far, and this is the biggest competition now. It's the only competition we have to win, and I think for Jose Mourinho's sake, the fans, and for the fans, we want to win another trophy this season. I think the FA Cup is our best opportunity to do that. Obviously, we're not in any other competitions, simple as. So, you know, hopefully, you know, we can progress tomorrow. And last time we played last time we played Brighton, it was a very tense, close match, and it was too close for comfort, in my opinion. I thought, you know, obviously we got very much fortunate with the Ashley Young goal, and it was kind of a complete fluky goal from Ashley Young. So very fortunate we got in that game, but we need to make sure that tomorrow it's not about fortune, it's about playing good football and winning the match, going to Wembley, semi-final, and getting in that hat for the semi-finals. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to focus on, and this competition will be so good if we won it, you know, levelling up with Arsenal with how many FA Cups we've won, excuse me, but ultimately, it's also about winning a trophy for the fans. And, you know, we haven't won the FA Cup since LVG got sacked straight after the game. So, you know, I think it's a great competition to win. And hopefully we do. And hopefully tomorrow we come out with the right attitude. The players bounce back. And, you know, the players need to bounce back after what they showed against Sevilla. I'm going to read a few of your comments now. I do apologise. Obviously, I'm going to be having to bend forward and read the comments and things, but please do keep getting your comments in throughout the stream. I'll be reading them all out. Also, as I said, we are 1 subscriber away from 300 subscribers on the channel. A brilliant milestone to hit just before the game. So if you could please help me out with that. If you are new and do enjoy this sort of content, please do hit that subscribe button as well. Ryan says we should go with a 4-2-3-1. Romero, Lindelof, Bailly, Young, Valencia, Matic, Pogba, Rashford, Sanchez, Mata and Lukaku. Yeah, I would go with that. I think, you know, that one of the key players in that I'm going to talk about actually is Juan Mata. Now, obviously, I haven't, in my predicted lineup, I haven't included him, but I would love to see him play for Man United. I actually think that he's one of the most underrated players that we have. So, you know, I think Mata would be, you know, Mata would be a very key part of our team if we did use him. And yeah, that team looks good, Ryan. I have to agree. Red Army FC says Mourinho should apologise, disgraceful what he said. Obviously the comments about you know, when he was with Porto and, you know, saying how Man United have been in this position before, when a smaller team has turned up and knocked them out. They know what it feels like to be knocked out. And fans have you know, reacted quite badly to those comments, and you know, I don't know what to make of them. I don't know if, you know, I don't think he was trying to, you know, wind the fans up or anything. I think he just said the wrong thing at the wrong time, straight after a loss, to say that when the fans are really angry. Probably not the best idea. Ryan says only really getting over the Sevilla game today. I couldn't even watch the draw. Yeah, I was happy I was at school. I haven't actually watched any of the highlights from that game after the game. It's just I've tried to get that completely out of our system, and hopefully the players have done that as well. Tube says we should go with Romero, Darmian, Bailly, Lindelof, Shaw, Carrick, McTominay, Lingard, Ibrahimovic, Lukaku and Martial. So maybe a bit of a weaker team there. Obviously bringing in the likes of Ibrahimovic and Carrick. I'd like to see them get a bit of a run out as well, because, you know, they have been very, very good servants to the club, and I think it would be decent. You know, it would be decent to see them, you know, come into this game. And obviously Brighton, I'll talk about them in a bit, but they do have a few frailties which we do need to exploit. Ryan says if Brighton come with the right attitude and mentality and we play like we did on Tuesday, we're screwed. I think that's true. Any smaller team, it doesn't matter. You know, they can come to Old Trafford and cause us a lot of problems, and there's no doubt about that. So we have to be, you know, on our, you know, we have to be on our best game. And, you know, even though it's Brighton at home, we still need to be on our best game. No doubt about that. And hopefully the players will respond. They seem, you know, they're very apologetic after what happened. Hopefully the players will respond and show us that, you know, they'll come out fighting today against tomorrow against Brighton. That is what we need to see from them. Ryan says, Tubes, I love that lineup, but it's too big of a match to play a weak team like that. I mean, I probably have to agree. To be fair, I think that, you know, obviously, Corv, we need to get through this FA Cup. I mean, the FA Cup, as you said, Tubes, is a great trophy for us to win, especially this season. And it would mean that in 3 seasons, no, in Jose Mourinho's 2 seasons, he would have won 3 trophies, 4 if you do include the Charity Shield. And, you know, people saying that, you know, he's not doing a good job at United and he should go. I just don't understand it. And yeah, I think we need to make the best out of the situation we've got. An FA Cup and 2nd place would not be a bad season, in my opinion. DLM says, you picked your best team again, lol, not the Jose one. I think I'd have to, I mean, to us, I'd have to agree. I mean, some of the elements are kind of what I'd want, but I do think I picked a team which Jose Mourinho might go for. Obviously, you know, Luke Shaw in the team. He played Luke Shaw in the last FA Cup game against Huddersfield, so maybe you might play Luke Shaw next tomorrow, and I really hope Luke Shaw gets a run out. You know, possibly Martial's a bit of a long shot as well, and also playing Sanchez on the right instead of Rashford on the right. Mourinho does seem to like playing, you know, Sanchez on the left and Rashford on the right, which I don't understand really, but there we go. I'm going to go through my lineup now because I think obviously you guys have seen it quite a bit. But there we go. So obviously the lineup is Romero in goal, Luke Shaw at left back, Lindelof and Bailly. I think Lindelof hasn't really been getting that many opportunities, so I do hope that Lindelof does get an opportunity tomorrow. And Valencia right back. Then the 3 in midfield is a pretty strong midfield. I've gone with Matic, McTominay and Pogba. I think that was a winning combination we had against Chelsea and Liverpool. So ultimately, no, actually I think it was just Chelsea. So, but I think that is a winning combination for me. Possibly you could replace Pogba with Juan Mata, and I think that would do the job as well. But I think that, you know, any you know, Pogba and Mata interchangeable, but I think that'd be a solid midfield. Then I'm going to go with Sanchez on the right, Martial on the left, with Romelu Lukaku up front. And yes, it is quite a strong team for an FA Cup match against Brighton. But ultimately, this is the last trophy that we can win this season. It'd be great for the fans that if we could win a trophy, especially as the FA Cup, the second biggest trophy in England. So yeah, I mean, I'd be open to it. I'd be open. I really want to win the FA Cup, and as you guys know, at Manchester United, silverware is everything. Tuesday's Ryan. Yeah, I think we should give a few guys like Matic, Smalling, Young, Valencia, and Rashford a rest. I mean, I think there is something to be said for that. Obviously, they are human beings, even though they are top-class athletes, and they will need a rest from time to time. So, you know, I mean, maybe you're right, Tubes. Maybe they might be feeling a bit fatigued. So, you know, you might be correct. But I think that, you know, for these kind of games, you need to be playing your best sides, and I think that, I think you know, I think Jose Mourinho will be thinking the same thing. Tube says, great Champions League draw, Barca, Bayern, Madrid, all through with Man City. Obviously, Man City and Liverpool playing together, which means one of them will be going out. But it will mean that one of the English teams will be in the semi-final of the Champions League. Probably, most likely Man City, to be honest, the way they're playing. But, you know, I mean, I don't know. You can't call it. But I think Man City will probably go through, in my opinion. But, you know, Liverpool might have a chance. It's just really gutting that we're not in this quarter-final draw, because, you know, it would have meant that one of the English teams would be knocked out. We'd be, you know, playing Bayern. Obviously, Sevilla got Bayern Munich. So, yeah, I mean, I would have liked to see how it would have gone against Bayern in a two-leg match. It would have been very, very interesting to see. But yeah, guys, keep getting your thoughts in the live chat. Obviously, as I said, please do leave a like on the stream if you are enjoying the content. And please do, you know, if you are new and watching, subscribe to the channel. We're 1 subscriber away from 300 subscribers, so please do help me out if you can. And as I said, leave a like if you are enjoying this kind of content. But DLM says, no uploads on my channel lately as I had a bad throat, meaning I couldn't talk. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you're better from that. You know, bad throats are the worst. You know, it feels like there's like glass in your throat, and it really hurts. And I know how it feels, and it's pretty annoying when you have it. So hopefully you are feeling better, my friend. But yeah, obviously I'm going to talk a bit about Brighton now. Obviously, you know, they've got one of the main things I want to talk about is Glenn Murray's threat. Now, you might think Glenn Murray's not a threat to Manchester United's back line, but Glenn Murray's been on a very, very good scoring spree for Brighton in recent weeks, and you know, he's in a very, very good vein of form. Now, obviously, with the defence that we have, that he shouldn't be too much of a problem, but you know, you never know. When players are on form, they're on form, and sometimes they just can't stop scoring. So we need to make sure we nullify his threat, and we, you know, I think that Brighton, you know, are going to come to Old Trafford. They're going to press us. You know, they've got nothing to lose. You know, we're the favourites in this game, and we have to act like it. And, you know, we have to be professional. We have to be professional about our performance. And, you know, I think that we need to make sure Glenn Murray doesn't score, because that'll be embarrassing. But one of the good things is that Anthony Knockheart, one of Brighton's best players, is actually suspended for this match, which is a great positive for United. Obviously got a red card in his last match, which means he is suspended, which is good for us. I think he could have caused us a few problems, but it's good that he's suspended, so we cannot play. Tube says, a lot of fans have said Jose should be sacked because of his post-match interview. Yeah, I know, it's pretty ludicrous, to be honest, that fans are suggesting this. I think that, you know, even though his comments were a bit, you know, a bit dodgy, I thought that, you know, he's still the right man to take us forward. And, you know, if you're going to sack a manager based on what he said, then I think that's a bit ridiculous. Oh, I'd rather have a manager who slates, who you know, potentially, or, you know, as the media convey it, slate his own team, but then gets us results. Obviously against Sevilla, he didn't get the result that we wanted, but I think overall he does get results. If you actually look at his win ratio to Sir Alex Ferguson's win ratio and compared them, they're not too dissimilar. So I don't know what Man United fans want. I don't know what they want more. You know, it seems like the only thing they'll you know, the only thing they'll accept is if Sir Alex Ferguson comes back and manages. It's ridiculous. DLM says, good to see Rojo sign a new deal. What I'm waiting for now is De Gea and Martial to sign new deals. Yeah, that'll be brilliant. Tying those two down would be great. But yeah, it's great to see that Marcus Rojo has committed his future to the club. I think him and Eric Bailly have been a fantastic centre-back partnership. I think he's a very, very talented centre-back. So hopefully he does. I'm happy that he has committed his future to the club. And, you know, if anything, he definitely contributes to the squad depth. And, you know, just helps us along. Maybe he might... I'm not sure if he's injured, but maybe he might play tomorrow. You never know. Tube says, so many annoying Man United fans lately. Yeah, I know. I mean, if you look on social media, the amount of people spouting some absolute bullshit. I'm sorry, but it's absolute bullshit about, you know, Jose Mourinho saying that, you know, we're playing crap football and we're losing. This is after one game. That's the thing. They're so fickle. One game. I mean, after the Liverpool game, they were saying he's a tactical master. And after the Sevilla game, he's saying he's a dinosaur. Absolute ridiculous. Just, you know, just completely ridiculous. DLM said he's still injured, apparently. Yeah, that is unfortunate. But hopefully he does recover. I think he is a good centre-back on his day. Probably one of the most, you know, the best centre-backs on his day. You know, willing to fight for the team. And that's what you want, a bit of passion. And hopefully we do show that passion against Brighton tomorrow. But yeah, welcome Matthew, welcome to stream, how are you doing? He says, guess who's going to England? Oh, Matthew Jones. Coming back to your home country. Well, that's going to be exciting. But yeah, I mean, I was going to say I'd meet up with you, but I probably won't be able to be honest. But yeah, decent coming back to England. DLM says, Marcus annoyed me so much. He's normally Jose in, but since Tuesday, he's attacking Jose out. He's acting like Jose out the clown. Yeah, I mean, I watched one of his things. I think Mark said something like, I'm not Jose out, but, you know, he has to play entertaining football because, you know, you have to play entertaining football. But I think, you know, for me, results matter more than, you know, than playing attractive football. Obviously, I'm going to hold my hands up. I don't pay and go to the games and watch the games. I don't pay for that. But for me, if we get the result at the end of the season, we win the league, but throughout the season we played crap football, then I don't mind. But there we go. I'm not sure what you guys think about that. Welcome Crazy Peter Gaming to the stream. He says he's going to the game tomorrow. Do enjoy it. Hopefully you can be our good luck charm and bring a win for United. As I said, guys, if you are watching, hit that like button as well. 1 subscriber, only 1 away from 300 subscribers. Please do, if you are watching, subscribe to the channel. That mean a lot to me, my friends. DLM says, crazy, I'm jealous you're going to Old Trafford. Yeah, I wish I could go to Old Trafford. I'd love, you know, in the future of this channel, you know, to be doing like kind of match day vlogs and things like that. I would love to be able to do that. Unfortunately, I can't because, as you can tell by my accent, I'm not from Manchester, and it's very hard for me to get to the games, especially, you know, when I don't really have any modes of transport and things like that. Chief said, DLM, most of the comments are annoying. I haven't been on there since Sevilla. Yeah, I know, reading the comments after a loss or a draw are just very negative and just, they bring you down, man. They bring you down. And they're just so deluded, in my opinion. I don't understand, but, you know, it just seems that, you know, the United Stand comment section is just where, you know, angry United fans go to vent their frustrations, and I feel like some of them are very spoiled. I mean, my first season, you know, with Manchester United was the 2007-8 season, where we won the Champions League and the Premier League, and, you know, I obviously, well, I'm actually quite annoyed because I wasn't able to kind of appreciate it at the time because I was a bit younger. But, you know, I don't going about saying, oh yeah, well, we should be doing that every season. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. DLM says, it's cool YouTube. I've made so many good mates and like Kieran. I like Kieran and Tubes, yeah. So I had to clear some notification. But yeah, I agree. YouTube gives us the platform to kind of meet new people, and, you know, I'm interacting with you guys as well, and it's great. It's great as a, you know, someone who is as kind of a streamer who gets to, you know, interact with other United fans and talk about it. It's almost like you guys are, you know, in the room almost, and kind of we can have a bit of a conversation. And yeah, even though I'm just talking to a camera, it's almost like I'm talking to you guys as well, which is great. Chief says most of these fans quoting Man United history and tradition are hypocrites. They say Jose never plays youth, so he promotes McTominay, great potential. Fans then say, yeah, but McTominay is rubbish. I mean, exactly that. I think that, you know, they only kind of, you know, they only kind of, you know, argue what's convenient to them, or they only use evidence which is convenient. If there's clear evidence which goes against their argument, they'll just phase that out. Try and make sure that's not there at all. And they'll just, you know, whatever is convenient. I don't know, but for me, when McTominay's come in, he's been very professional. He's done a good job, and I mean, to be honest, I think he should have started instead of Fellaini against Sevilla. And I think if he did, we would have won that game. But nevertheless, I'm not the manager, so I can't change that. I am going to give you my score prediction now. I think it's probably a good time in the stream. So, I think it's going to be a tight game, no mistake about that. Obviously, it's at Old Trafford, and the fans will be wanting the players, and the players will be wanting to bounce back from that Sevilla game. And I think they will be fired up for this game. They will not want to slip up once again. And I think definitely Jose Mourinho will have hammered that into them. So I do think United are going to win the game. I think we are going to go through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. A trip to Wembley. And if we do go to Wembley, I might be able to go. So there we go. But anyway, we're not at Wembley yet. Let's make this clear. We are not at Wembley yet. We cannot discount Brighton because they are a very, very decent side. So I think it's going to be 3-1 to Manchester United. I think that we're going to score. It's going to be 2-0 at half time, and then I think it's going to be 2-0 at half time, and then kind of late on in the game it's going to be 3-0, and then Brighton are going to score a consolation goal. I think it's going to be 3-1 to United. I think Lukaku's going to bag 2 goals. I mean, he's been on great goal scoring form at the moment, and I think that. I think that it depends who plays, obviously, but I think that I do think Alexis Sanchez is going to score. I think, you know, at Old Trafford against Brighton, I do think he's going to score. Hopefully he does. So I think it's going to be 3-1 to United, and yeah, that'll be a good enough result to get through to the semi-finals. And we'll see who we get in the draw for the semi-finals, hopefully. But as I said, Brighton have got carry a lot of threat with them. They're a very decent side, so we have to make sure we nullify that threat and don't get, you know, too carried away. Tuesdays, I hope Leicester and Swansea win, knock out Chelsea and Spurs. Yeah, that'd be brilliant, so we could, you know, play them in the semi-finals. And yeah, hopefully we don't have to play, you know, Spurs or Chelsea in the final, because I do feel like they might be able to get one over us. But there we go. Hopefully we do, you know, get at least to the final of this competition. But it's one game at a time. It's one game at a time. We need to get past this one, and if we don't, then there will be an uproar amongst the fans. DLM says, I got my day planned out tomorrow. Swansea game, Bolton game, my local team, and then lastly the Man United game. I don't watch Scousers. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't either, mate. I 100% agree. You know that you don't want to watch them. You know. But anyway, guys, I'm probably going to end the stream here. Obviously, I think I've said enough about, you know, this Brighton game. I appreciate everyone who has joined the stream to watch. And if you are watching this as a video, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are 1 subscriber away from 300 subscribers, and I do appreciate all your support on the channel recently. But yeah, that's all from me, guys. Thank you, everyone who has been watching the stream. Please do leave a like, subscribe for more on the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the review of the game, hopefully with a semi-final place in the bag.